Happy New Year, everyone. I hope the festive season was a great one for you. It definitely was a good one for us at the Hannah household, so I hope it was for you as well. Attached is your December quarterly report for the period. Obviously, we saw some great positive numbers towards the end of the period, where markets in the Australian market was up around over 5% for the period, which was a really good end to the year considering the amount of noise that was going on. A lot of that bounce back was around the banking sector and even the resource prices as well, as we saw the numbers bouncing back from their previous lows. And that's flowed through to a really good and positive 12-month figure, which is fantastic for the portfolios. Interestingly, throughout the period, we obviously saw the Trump election result, which was a surprise result. Obviously, the actual result was surprising, but also the reaction to it. So I guess many Americans and the American economy, I suppose, are looking at the positive effect that they think that he will bring to the table with his policies. Now, not everyone's going to agree with these policies and his philosophies and how he's going to implement things, but at the moment it looks like the market is seeing it as a bit of a positive. It's going to be very interesting to see how he deals with all the trade situation, because obviously it's almost like the world's done a flip, where he's talking about protecting the American economy and putting up the barriers to entry and all those sorts of things, whereas the Chinese are actually now looking at opening up the doors and the free trade agreement sort of gurus and pushing it along that path. So it's going to be interesting to see how that all plays out over the next 6 to 12 months. Having said that, I think the Australian position is a pretty strong one. I mean, ultimately we are a net consumer of American goods, so it's unlikely that they're going to really shake up our relationship and our trading agreement, because ultimately they're the ones giving us more than we're giving them. So that you wouldn't expect to see a huge change there. Where we may see a change is obviously how America deal with China and Japan, and we've got to be smart with that as Australians and talk about how we can leverage that opportunity. So as I said, it's going to be some interesting times ahead. Similarly, we've obviously got the Brexit issue to continue to flow out, and that'll be something on the radar which the markets will be keeping an eye on. So as that sort of evolves, we may see some good buying opportunities and corrections in the market. So throughout all this period, it's really important just to understand the long-term benefits of investing, and really truly understand what we are investing and why we're investing for that. So you may see some volatility over the next sort of 12 months, I guess, for 2017, but it's truly understanding, is the portfolio right for the longer term view. We've also got a really good opportunity between now and the end of the financial year to review positions in relation to the recent changes to superannuation and how that's going to affect people. There are going to be some needs to tweak strategies in relation to tax consequences and balances and contribution limits and things like that. So we strongly recommend that if we haven't spoken to you recently, that you touch base with us and we have a catch up before the end of the financial year. As I said, I hope the festive period was a good one for you, and hope you enjoy the report, and look forward to dealing with you in 2017. Cheers.